How's it going, everybody? My name's Travis and I am a paranormal investigator. I grew up in a haunted house and I got interested in the paranormal at a very, very young age. So you're on this video because you want to know what it's like to be a ghost hunter, a paranormal investigator, just like on TV, right? So what is a paranormal investigator, a paranormal researcher? It's somebody who goes and investigates claims of paranormal sightings or experiences. So it's going to a location and listening to clients, trying to figure out if what they're saying is true or not, or maybe there's a natural reason for the happenings. And in this series, we're going to go over everything from A to Z about how to be a ghost hunter, and we're going to do it in really, really good detail. And if you have any questions at any point, please let me know. So why would you do this? Why would you want to be a ghost hunter? There's usually two main reasons. One is you yourself, like me, has had a paranormal experience. Maybe you grew up in a haunted house and you want to continue this study. You want to learn more about what you experienced and what happened there. And then two is you want to help people. If nobody's going to do it, that leaves me, right? Like, there's those people who are brave enough to go out there and help people, because there's some really, really terrified people out there that are experiencing horror movie like scenarios, that don't know what to do. They don't know who to talk to. They're either scared to tell somebody because they think that they're going to be crazy, or they're embarrassed, and you are their last resort. So when you're talking to somebody, you need to level with them and realize it took a lot for them to reach out to you for help. So I'm going to tell you how to do everything thoroughly. We're going to go over what kind of ghosts there are, how ghosts become a thing, what equipment to use, how to find investigations, what to do if a client reaches out to you and wants you to investigate, how to follow up with the client, how to deal with problematic clients. Maybe they didn't get the answer they wanted. Maybe it's just a leaky pipe or something, and they wanted there to be a haunting. So whether you have had your own experiences and you are a true believer in the paranormal, or you don't believe in any of it, and you're doing this genuinely to try to get some kind of research out of it, and you want to know, like, you're open-minded and you want to know, but that's the key, is you must stay open-minded. Whether you're a firm believer, you must be open to the possibility that is not a haunting and that something else that's natural could be going on. You must, if you're a non-believer, be open to the fact that there are more things than what you can see with your own eyes in these places, and that it's all not natural. It's natural, it's just unknown. Something that's very important is that you never ghost hunt for money. Don't do this expecting to have a full-time job out of it. This is definitely just a side thing. You can make money later on through like sponsors and stuff like that if you do videos. Otherwise, you don't charge your client. Controversially, there's some people who will say there's a rate if I go for a certain amount of, like, if I go far enough, that you must pay for my gas money, but that's about it. Investigators don't accept tips, and we don't want to do anything with money. We're here to help for free because these people need it. It's important that you don't charge, because look how you're going to be viewed in the community. First of all, you're already looked at like a lunatic. Sometimes some communities don't accept this. So it'll only dampen your career as a paranormal investigator more if you start charging people for an investigation that you want to do. paranormal investigating and ghost hunting, it's not a game. It's not a parlor game. You don't just go into a cemetery and try to get spooked. That's not ghost hunting. Ghost hunting must be taken very seriously. There are things out there that can attach to you. They can hurt you, your family members, and everybody you know. So please take this seriously. Even if you're non-believer, you must take the precautions that I will go over in future videos. Never go alone. You always want, if anything, a second pair of eyes to validate what you just saw. But also, there's some really sketchy places. If you're going into abandoned buildings or cemeteries that are kind of far away from other places, you don't want to be by yourself because you don't know who's there, especially if you have some expensive equipment on you. You could be robbed. Just be extremely cautious and try not to go by yourself. You don't want to go alone. This one is really important, especially if you're just starting out. Never trespass. If you're a reputable paranormal investigator, don't trespass. Not only is it against the law, it's also very dampening to your reputation. If you get caught trespassing, your paranormal career is over. You can't continue. Not in that community anyways. Please get in contact with the owners and do your research of who may be able to let you in. Maybe make friends with people around the owner and then work your way in. Don't trespass. Don't do it. There's almost every property is going to be owned by someone. You just need to know who it is. Some people don't touch the abandoned properties, so they don't care if you go in, so they'll let you in for the night. Just don't trespass. Alternatively, there's places that will charge for you to stay the night. Well, it could be like a couple $100. It could be like $60 to like $600. Some places bank off of being haunted. Or you could stay at a hotel that is haunted and just walk around with your equipment. You're staying there, you're paying for a place to stay. Usually they don't mind if you wander around with your stuff. Now, as for you must have patience, courage, strength, bravery, and you must be 100% honest and trustworthy. If you're not going to make it. You don't go into a place if you think you're going to be scared. If you are scared, face it. Face it. Most of these things aren't going to hurt you. They just want to be known, and they're not going to cause harm to you. You're a ghost hunter, okay? You go after the ghost. You don't run away from the ghost. You're the last resort. If you go screaming out of there and never coming back, not talking to the client again, how does that look? That doesn't look good. If you're a ghost hunter, you hunt the ghost. You go in there and you figure out what it is so you can get rid of it. Nobody else is going to do it for you unless you get another team to go in there and do it for you, and then that's it. You just drop out. Go to a cemetery. Don't break into a cemetery. Go to a cemetery that's open, or a friend's house. Even if you don't know if your friend's house is haunted, it's good just to practice. Watch YouTube videos. Watch like ghost hunters or ghost adventures. While I don't believe that these TV shows are real, Paranormal Lockdown is the one I recommend the most. It is the most credible to me. I know Nick left Ghost Adventures because he was tired of all the fake stuff that was going on. So he went and started his own show that's not as fake. Not as fake. I don't know if they're faking or not, so I can't speak for them. But watch the shows and kind of get an idea. Go out and investigate. Just try it. There's a book called 101 Ways to Find a Ghost and the Everything Ghost Hunting book. And these two books are probably the best ones I've read on ghost hunting. So if you really want to learn, I would read those two books. Now, most of the time, ghost hunting isn't like the shows, okay? It's a lot of patience and waiting. But when something does happen, you got a story for life. You could be in there for hours and nothing happens. That's just how it is. Some spirits are smart. Some of them will hide when you show up because they know why you're there. And we'll go over all these kinds of spirits and ghosts. So follow me. I will take you step by step. And if you don't want to wait till next week, there's a video out already called Is My House Haunted? And it's a good place to start. It's like 50 minutes. And it's some really good study material. I did my research. I'm doing a lot of research for this video on top of experiences. So check that out. It's a good place to start. Learn your basics, learn how to debunk things if there aren't any other explanations for it, like what to do. So my next video is going to be what is a ghost, what is a spirit. We're going to go over the three main ghosts or beings. Is going to be the spirit, the poltergeist, and a demon. We're not going to talk about how to handle it. We're just going to talk about how to evaluate and kind of get an idea of what is in a house so that we know what we're getting into and if we should get into it. But that's going to be for next week. So again, this is just the introductory video. I have so much planned and I can't wait to go through it with you, my little ghost hunting gang. I'll see y'all in the next one.